This is Deeper Understanding Tarot, and I'm bringing you a weekend reading actually for the 23rd and the 24th of June 2018. And this is mainly for all feminines, divine feminines, that have not yet gone into union, or, well, the ones that feel they might go into union soon, but there's still some work to be done. And I would like to ask the question, how prepared are we? What things should we maybe still think about? Because today I had this sudden thought that maybe my divine masculine would ask me maybe to meet me next week, since I will be leaving. Oh my god, this already fell out. Anyway, one card already popped up. But anyway, I'm leaving this country and I'm going to be closer to him next week, and I thought, well, maybe he'll ask me to meet me and maybe we'll get the chance to come into union, but I'm not sure. And then I found myself still being kind of scared and not knowing whether I was actually ready. And all this time I'm praying and hoping that he'll come back, or that he'll tell me that he misses me, and all I want is to be with him or be back together with him. But then I thought, well, what happens if this actually happens? What happens if I see him and everything goes back to the way it was? What if we're just back together again? And will I be making the same mistakes I made before? Will he be making the same mistakes? Will we have this I don't know. Will there only be passion and suddenly we're back to the same old arguments? And or do I think I'm ready? Do I think I found my life's purpose? Do I think I'm ready for what's coming? And I'll try to ask the cards whether they think we divine feminists are mentally ready and in our hearts ready to go into union. So yeah, here we go. I shuffle these cards, and this is again the Fairy Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And when I started shuffling, actually this card already popped out, which was the World. And it says, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So for me, this is the completion of a cycle that is actually a good omen, I think. And I think this is something many of us feel, that this is a possibility, that the wheel has turned and that we will come out on top this time, so that this time it's our turn to be happy. We've gone through a lot of struggles, a lot of darker times, and we just want to kind of end this phase of our lives and go into the new phase. Like, I think a few of you might have had wishes for the new moon, and I think many of those wishes might come into fruition or effect with the full moon at the end of this month. And yeah, I think, yeah, but now is there still work to be done? I mean, there's not that much time left, I always feel, until the union suddenly arrives, and then what? Have we done all the work? Let's see. So here's our first card. Oh wow, we have Awakening. So this is like the Hanged Man. It says, change the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. Okay, well, this is actually telling us that we are enlightened. And I'm sorry, I thought it would be nice to see this with the candles, but I hope you can actually see the cards. So this, okay, so we need to change our perspective on how we're looking at this. Maybe not to see the separation as a bad thing. Maybe we have to get over this. Maybe I think we finally do, most of us have understood that some kind of separation from the divine masculine was necessary at some point, because it actually forced us to reflect on our deepest selves, which is a very painful process, and which is a very scary process, and which kind of pushes you to the edge of your mind or what it can actually take. it's not something I feel like everyone really wants to go through, but then it's sort of you're just forced to go through it, and once you feel like the journey is coming to an end, like now there's this energy in there that this is going to be over soon. Maybe we can come to the conclusion that this journey was necessary to wake up our inner selves and connect to the higher self in that way, because we feel things that we haven't felt before, we value things, we see things in a different light. And I think life has become different somehow through this process that we're going through. And I think with the wheel turning and us awakening, there's this shift going on. And this is so interesting. Look at the numbers. This is number 12, this is number 21. So they're mirroring each other. So we have 1, 2, 2, 1. It's actually amazing. It's like we have realized through this process. So at the start of this, I didn't know I was a twin flame, and then with all the hurt and all the desperation, I found, you go into the internet, you read up on things. Why does this feel this way? Why is this different than any other breakup? Why can't I get rid of this love which is stuck inside of me and which is not rational at all, and this is not me? Why am I not myself anymore? What's going on with me? And then you find your way into this realization that, okay, this is something else from what I've had for my entire life. I mean, this is a different kind of relationship. And I think it's good that we realize that, because that makes it so much more special. Now, once we will go into union, we will be able to judge our actions and thoughts in a completely different way. And that's what I think. Okay, one more card from the top. And here we have the 9 of Summer. Oh my god. I mean, this is my good luck deck. This is just the deck that always gives me the most positive energy. So this is amazing. It says wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So again, it seems like there's not much we need to do. I think we just need to accept, or we need to believe, that this wish is going to come true and that our dream will be fulfilled and that it will just be like magic. And then maybe we will not be able to explain why does it happen now? Why am I suddenly happy now? Why is this dream coming true now? It's something, because it's divine timing. It's not our timing, because all of us, I'm sure we wanted this sooner. And it's like this trial period. It ends, and then the divine decides when it ends and when you're ready. And I feel like if you found this video and you're watching this, and I really hope this speaks to you, and I really hope you're connecting with me and my journey as well. And I think you know what I mean when you have this, you wake up in the morning and suddenly you think, okay, something is different. Like this sunlight looks different. You smell. I mean, I was walking outdoors and I smelled sage, and it was in the middle of a road. I mean, there was no candles, nothing near me, and you smell things differently, and you feel like, okay, I feel like there's something coming, or there's something. I don't know. It's weird. Like, you find yourself more at peace or more at rest, and you don't go through so many, in a way, panic attacks, or you don't cry all the time anymore. You're more grounded, but in a way you're grounded on one side, and then on the other side it feels like your head and your eyes perceive and have more understanding of what's going on around. It's a really weird feeling, and I hope you can connect. And then I think this means that we're getting ready, and all these cards tell me that we're actually ready for union, that all we needed was this awakening to what it is. And yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so I will also pull an oracle card, because I have this new this oracle card deck, and it's actually the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms oracle. Yeah, the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Okay. And, oh, actually I forgot something. Before I have to look at the bottom of the deck here as well. Oh, and this is interesting. I actually found the 8 of Winter. So it says you have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Okay, well this might be one final obstacle, which is the last bit of doubt that we have on our journey. That we think, okay, what if I'm not enough? What if the divine masculine doesn't see me as this angel that completes his life in a way? Or what if this is all an illusion? Or what if this is just not real? But we have to walk away from that. We just have to believe, we have to gain more confidence and see us as this beautiful woman in the light and enlightened and sparkly. And yeah, I think that's maybe the last bit that will always be the hardest, staying confident even though the time really tests our patience. Yeah, okay, well, we have this one, and okay, and now to the oracle deck. I'll shuffle the cards. So I'll have to read from the book for this oracle deck because I don't know the cards that well yet. I've only pulled, when did I get this? Was this yesterday? I don't know, I've lost all sense of time. It's crazy. Maybe yesterday, where I had Gaia's Garden, and it was amazing because that was the day where I thought everything was coming into fruition, and maybe that was yesterday. And then I pulled 2 for myself today, and well, now I pull, I will see, 1 or 2, not sure yet. We'll see what comes out and what pops out. So here we go. So these 2 came out together. So this says, this is one, the altar priestess. The altar priestess, so preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. Wow, that's pretty intense, pretty nice. And this one, the keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. I'm liking this. I'm gonna read more about this. Let's, where's the book? Here, number 39 and number 38. Oh, okay, let's start with 39. 39. Here, the altar priestess. The stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the altar priestess brings a ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. So, oh wow, this is amazing. I think this is exactly the message I was trying to get across before, that we have prepared ourselves for coming back together with our twin flame, because yeah, well, we had to go through all this meditation and all these thoughts, and we had to connect with higher, just the higher, anything that's not earthly and anything that's not explainable. We had to tune into that, and I think that was something that was missing from our lives before. I think maybe we had doubts as well when we were in a relationship. We had doubts because things were a bit rough, and I think it's time to just believe in this connection and not have any more fear, not have any more doubts. Let go of everything that you think you need to control when it comes to this connection. You don't need to control this because it's in God's hands. It's in the Spirit's hands. It's once you unite, you will become one, and there's nothing stopping you. Once you 2 are ready and you've both found each other in the right moment, then it will all make sense. So you don't have to be scared anymore, and you don't have to cry anymore, because you just have to mentally be ready to accept that this will be, and it will be beautiful, and it will be your wish come true. Because here we have the 9 of Summer. Yeah, this is our wish come true. So I like this message, really. So, and this Keeper of Scales came out as well, which is number 38. So here, the Keeper of Scales. Fairness and balance. Okay, the law of harmony is enacted when the Keeper of the Scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. When you do, you also magically align with the abundance of the universe and the powerful forces of synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to the fulfillment of your highest intentions. Harmony begins with the self and then resonates outwards to others. You're in harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself with love, respect, and acceptance, always fully taking responsibility for your actions. Only then you can be in harmony with others. This is because love is the central force that connects all of life and aligns you with like-minded others. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolution in all disputes, including those involving the legal system or other important exchanges. The Keeper of the Scales is a just and kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path. So, I like this so much. So we need to be in balance with ourselves, and this will attract the other person to us, and this will also create balance with that other person. And it's a bit dark, but she has these scales in her hands, and she's dressed in white. She's all pure in a way. She's just calm, and she's not easily, she keeps these scales balanced, and nothing can trigger her in this state. She is, she's so sure of her own self that she is what she wants to be, and that, she knows who she is, and whatever life throws at her, she won't just overreact and cause destruction or drop her scales. She's just this peaceful and person that's just found the balance of her life. And I think we can become that. We just need to get rid of everything that throws us off balance, things that that don't bring out the best in us. Things that we feel stand between us and developing into the highest or the best version of us that we can be. And we want to look into the mirror and think, okay, this is me and this is who I want to be, and I love myself the way I am, and I love the way I handle my life, and I love what I'm doing. And we all have our mistakes, and we all have something that we know is our weakness, but I think we need to accept our weaknesses, and we need to realize that that's just part of who we are, and everyone is unique and different. And I think we will find that in our twin flame connection, that person also helps us balancing those things that we might not possess. I think they often bring qualities to the table that help us complete us. I always feel like the things I don't manage that well on my own, when my twin flame is around, it's easy because we both bring things to the table that connect so beautifully. It's so hard to explain these things. So I should probably think more about how to be more eloquent, I guess. But yeah, I think the cards speak for themselves, and I'm just so happy that there seems to be no real obstacle for union, and this is aligning with the energy that we're having right now, this wonderful surge of positivity and forgiveness, I feel, and letting go of things that used to make us really angry. I think there's no room. It's like there's no need for anger. There's no need for arguing anymore, because once we know, okay, this is wanted. This is our divine path. This is for the greater good of myself, but also the greater good of my twin flame. Once we realize that this was all meant to be this way, then I think we can just, well, relax into the situation and not feel all this negativity anymore, and just have a bright outlook on life. And so we are a bit stuck maybe, so we are waiting, but look at that. Look what's holding us here, the yin and the yang. We know that our purpose is to come into balance with both the divine and the divine feminine and divine masculine side. So we're okay with this. We're okay with being the hangman for now. And so the 9 of Summer is waiting for us, and our wishes will come true. And I'm so sure of this. And if you are not sure yet, and you still lack some confidence in this, as we have seen with the what was that? The 9 of, where's this Winter card? Well, never mind. You know where it went. And we had the 8 of Winter. Some of us might still be lacking some self-confidence and some belief in our own abilities or in our own strength, but you don't need to feel that way anymore. And just keep praying, preparing yourself, stay calm, and be happy. And be happy because you know the greatest good is on its way to you. Yeah, that's all I want to say for today. And I hope you can carry positive energy into this weekend and into the next week. And I'll be thinking of all of you that are in a similar situation, and good luck. Bye.